sailing, I am sailing home again, across the sea. I am sailing stormy waters to be near you, to be free.
Hello everyone. I would like to present my map of maritime navigation with safe routes across oceans in most navigable area of Second Life, the continents of Satori, Nautilus, Blake Sea Islands, Corsica and Gita. The map may be freely distributed, free, and allows you to copy, modify and transfer. If you need to resize it, always respect the ratio. For example, has a size of 3 meters by 3 meters and used as desired to reduce the proportion of 1:1. The sides are of equal size ever. All the information is in texture map, if you want to take part. The map will be updated from time to time, but cannot say how often. Oh, if you know how to use scripts and want to make changes for your own use, you are free to do so. And if you want to use my map making your own changes or versions, just change my name to yours. But always give to others for free. Of course, if you're a boat builder and want to include my map and scripts, you have my permission and my gratitude. When you have the map, do res and place the edit function, open the content tab, and enters the inventory object name map box. Within this find another map, a HUD navigation, and a work table to make calculate shipping. The map is easy to use, being interactive in most parts when you touch him. The green dots give information on the docking point, which is usually an area to res objects. The orange dots indicate areas of access from one point to another on the coast, passing through an area of land. The use to reach the lakes are in Nautilus, and these mostly inland. The yellow points indicate safe to cross between sims that are blocked by lines of prohibition, using the trick of passing right at the border crossing point between the edges of the sim, creating a bubble that purges the boat for a few seconds routes. These points require high precision and a lot of practice to make them, but once you learn how to do it is pretty easy. Red dots indicate areas where there are lines ban orb security and other obstacles that impede, and these may change from day to day according to the owner so it is advisable to use the safe areas of navigation, represented by green lines running through the whole map. Data points, indicated with a blue circle and I, give details on the designated area. Since most places not designated with a name, just the sim, I have taken the liberty of naming almost all the islands. Geographical areas, landforms, being indicated under unofficial name. The name of the area is only a reference to more closer to the real world. You can also see the information of longitude and latitude on the map on the sides thereof, based on the coordinates given in Second Life. The HUD navigation is similar to a GPS, so you can use the map as you navigate. As it moves according to where you are, you will see a text in yellow above it. From top to bottom and left to right mean the following. Depth, where two figures are given, the depth and level of the sea floor to the surface of the sea, and in parentheses, the height to which it is above or below sea level. This latter data great if you like to snorkel or go on a submarine, indicated in meters. Velocity, vol, being indicated in knots and absolutely, without decimals. Heading, h, dg, indicated in degrees, has the particularity to indicate the way. For the two cases of vessels that exist in Second Life, the race boats and pleasure boats, which comes first is when the avatar is facing the bow of the boat, and the second, in parentheses, where the avatar is sitting sideways, 90 degrees from the bow, which is the case of racing. Longitude, long, and latitude, lat, according to the criteria used in Second Life, the first number indicating the position of the sim respect to grid, and decimals indicate the position of the avatar in the sim. All this information can immediately see in, http://wiki.secondlife.com/wiki/coordinates. Being based on data that are grid survey right here, http://www.gridsurvey.com/. HUD within this texture map, you can touch and gives the same information for a larger map. Just below the HUD you see, from left to right, the following. The symbol of a camera and the button on or off are disabled scripts now, but can change if you want. The clear because sometimes do not work well, so if you want to use only active scripts and see if you like the result. The camera focuses on superior vision for the boat, which is used to when docking, and other approaches is a view from behind the boat and down if the camera is on. Being very well if desired, see the water depth or avatars or objects underneath the boat. The following symbols are arrows, with which you can move the map manually. It's okay if you're not located in an area of automatic activation of HUD. And with the last two symbols you can zoom in or zoom out. On the right side of the HUD is a stopwatch and a clock. Viewed from left to right are three small red spots. The first is what sets off the timer, the second puts it on pause, if pressed again, comes back on, and the third reset and reset. The last item is a workbench to make navigational calculations, as it would on a cruise in the real world. I have to say I'm not a sailor, and that all the information is on the internet, so the experts have their say here. The arrangement of the objects on the table, from left to right, is a square, a bevel, a compass, a protractor, degrees, the map, a post-it with some basic mathematical calculations. To measure distances between 2 points, the conversion speed km, h to knots, and estimated time of crossing, a notebook, if you activate the multimedia option, linking us to a website where you can use an online whiteboard, which has the option to share data with other users, and a calculator, also with multimedia option for use in a website, with an online calculator. The square, bevel and compasses can be moved and resized while doing the calculations. The protractor only be moved because its measure is prepared to measure the sims, remembering that each sim is 256 meters. By what is a quick way to see distances. We will make 4 examples with table calculations, location, latitude and longitude on the map. See the distance between 2 points and conversion to nautical miles. See the duration of the voyage with data speeds and distances obtained, and set a route navigation with the heading in degrees and checkpoints listed in longitude and latitude. Example 1. Option A. Locate my position on the map using the navigation HUD. We look at the HUD and see integers indicating the longitude and latitude. In my case, the port position where I have my boat docked, 1117 long, lot 1050. Select the option to edit dialing into the table, and indicate the selection of an object to which they are attached, in this case towards the corner, the second from above, the move to the map looking at the top of it where's the length. And seek 1117, leaving it there. We do the same with bevel, looking at the left side of the map where is the latitude, and look for 1050. I adjust the angle and bevel and we can see the site, which corresponds to 0,0 in the sim, just at the bottom left corner of sim. Option B. Locate a position on the map, for example, Hollywood Airport, in Santa Catalina sim. Come to the Blake Sea area and we'll locate. We use square and bevel and see which gives us 1139 long, lot 1052. If we confirm this, we can go to the page and put grid survey Santa Catalina in the search, finding the same information. Note, to remove the square and bevel map and leave them in their original position, click on the keyboard quickly and Ctrl Z. If we have used many movements, we have to do it manually. Example 2. Distance between 2 points. Continuing the above example, we will see the distance between my home port and the marina of Santa Catalina, for which we use the compass, notepad and calculator. First, we will activate The media function to access the board and the online calculator. Top bar greater than edit greater than preferences greater than audio and video, and check the box that says play audio and video when available. The calculation is a little slow and the accuracy in the calculation is not accurate at all, but it gives us an idea of how the process is done. Of course, if we were in a straight line, everything would be as easy as making a subtraction. Or 1117 minus 1139 equals 22 sims, in meters is equal to 5,632 meters, 5.6 kilometers, 3.02 nautical miles. We started picking up the beat and putting it near the position of the port, a sim away, 1117.1049. Turn it 135 degrees and take the action to the widest part of the south of Atlantis, Nautilus City, side. Turn the compass with their points upwards and we place it on the scale length. Putting his left toe in one of the marks of the scale, counting how many marks held until the right end, in this case 3 sims. Now open enough compass and we find ourselves just going bingo straight. Do the same as before and gives us 7 sims. Compass at 45 degrees, measured in short, and it indicates 2 sims. Compass on long at 0 degree, and gives us 6 sims. Finally, at 70 bar and gives us 6 sims. Add it all gives us 24 sims, 6,144 meters, 6.14 kilometers, 3.31 nautical miles. Example 3. Duration of a voyage with data obtained distances and speeds. We continue with the above example, approximate distance of 6,144 meters. And now we need the speed of the boat, in my case using the boat house, which does very well some crossings, Suncat_V1.2 of Kimiko Dover, with a speed maximum of 11 knots, 20.3 kilometers, h. On this journey there to overcome many obstacles. And you can go at full speed most of the time, so let that speed reference. If the case of a voyage with many obstacles, such as islands, gapes, straits or channels, the speed is reduced to half or less, increasing this time. We will use Notepad, calculator and post it with mathematical formulas, taking the time, t equals s, v, put the data into Notepad, v equals speed in miles, hour greater than 20.3 km, h, s equals space kilometers greater than 6,144 km. Divide these two quantities gives 0.3026 hours, in decimal. To pass a sexagesimal system multiply by 60, the first digit is a 0, so they are 0 hours. To find the minutes, multiply 0.3026 by 60, which gives us 18,156. Knowing that there are 18 minutes to find the second, multiply the remainder by 60, that is, 0.156 for 60, which is equal to 9.36 seconds. To check if the calculation is correct making this journey, the active timer just to some base port, and the result to reach Santa Catalina is 19 minutes 48 seconds, so there is a delay of more than a minute, if use the formula to find the space. We find the following. First we turn to decimal time, 0 hours 19 minutes 48 seconds, by multiplying by 60 hours and adding minutes to finally divide by 60. More 0 hours 19 minutes equals 19 meters divided 60 is equal to 0.316. Now multiply speed time and gives us 6.41 kilometers, only a difference of 27 meters, so I must admit that the slight variation in the direction of me and some reduction in speed were the cause of the time difference. Example 4. Establish a breadcrumb with the heading in degrees and checkpoints listed in longitude and latitude. For this we use the square, bevel and protractor. In this case we use just the carrier and we will use only angles oriented to the cardinal points, 180 superscript O, 90 superscript O, 360 superscript O, and as we locate longitudes and latitudes, measure distances and time, To designate a here possible route to this information. 1. Departure, 1117,128 long, lot 1049.128, 180/11 knots. 2. Distance, 768 m, 1117,128 long, lot 1046.128, 90 superscripto, 11 knots. 3. Distance, 2560 m, 1127,128 long, lot 1046.128, 360 superscripto, 11 knots. 4. Distance, 256 m, 1127,128 long, lot 1047.128, 090 superscripto, 11 knots. 5. Distance, 1792 m, long 1134.128, 1047.128 lot, 360 superscripto, 11 knots. 6. Distance, 1152 m, 1134,128 long, lot 1052.000, 090 superscripto, 11 knots. 7. Distance, 1152 m, long 1139,000, 1052,000 lot, arrival. Travel distance, 7,680 km, ETA, 023 minutes. As can be seen, but the process is simplified. The distance is a sum of the sims passed by. The crossing time is defined as ETA, estimated time of arrival, and the calculations, performed rounding the decimal number of minutes. If it is less than 0.5, equal to the minutes left, and if greater than 0.5 a minute amount. This information can be stored on a note card that is in the same desk, then moved to another note card is in the HUD navigation. Just have to open the object and open the Edit Content tab, where we see the note card called Marine Notes. Hope you like the map and it is useful for my part. During the 6 months I've been doing it, I've had enough fun and I have met very beautiful and evocative places. When you can, I'll jump to the continents of Sansara and Heterosara to map of navigable routes. Greetings to all.